Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pounds show. This is the Daps and Pounds show. You know.
Hey everybody, what's up? We are here. We have made it to episode 6. I want the Drake 6. That'd be cool if we had that. But we don't, but it's okay. Mm-hmm. You have me. My name is Maggie. You have him to my right.
Dobie.
And we represent two mics,
two friends,
and one show, the Daps and Pounds show. Oh, everybody, we've made it. Your Mondays have been saved.
Monday saviors.
The Daps and Pounds show is here for you. Listen, we just left an event, and at this event, we met this really cool dude named Roy, and
it's actually Ray.
Ray? My bad. My bad. Well, I
What's
thought
up, Ray?
It kind of looked like a. Okay, anyway, so we met.
It was a name tag issue.
Oh, name tag issue. So we met Ray, and he, heard about the podcast, and he's going to be listening soon. He's really interested in it, and that just warms my heart. You know what I mean? Makes me feel like we're doing the right thing.
One person at a time, man.
One supporter at a time. And we have a bunch of supporters out there because we have 200 subscribers to this podcast.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. It continues to grow, which, I mean, we're doing something right.
We're doing something right. That's 200 people out there that like my voice, that like your voice, that like what we're talking about, and we're going to keep it going for you guys. But in order for that to happen, you need to go to iTunes, search for the Daps and Pounds show on iTunes. Make sure you subscribe, but it gets better. Don't stop there. Rate. Give us a rating. Give us a review. We love the reviews that have been coming in. Like I said, just like Ray was excited, we want you guys to be excited. Tell us what you think about the podcast because we love doing it for you guys. So that means on YouTube, finding us, the Daps and Pound Show on YouTube. Subscribe, leave a comment on YouTube. This is going to continue to get better. We're having a great time. I love it.
And Stitcher.
And Stitcher. I always forget about Stitcher.
Stitcher's one of those things, we're having it mainly for the Android crowd. If you're not big into it, that's fine. But if you do use Stitcher, give us a like, give us the rating. I think it's 5 stars rating. But seriously, iTunes especially, just because I think that's where we consider to be our main audience right now.
Yeah.
We got 7 reviews in right now.
7.
I put in a review.
Hey.
I said immediately in the review section, though, I was like, can I make a review considering I'm on the show? And I was like, Well, I'm biased. This show's great.
Here's the thing. Did you review as Zach Dobler?
I reviewed as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's not Dobie, and I think that's the name under our search, so we're fine.
Yeah, we're good.
We're
It doesn't
fine.
matter.
I don't know this Dobie
I
One
can
Kenobi
rate my
guy
own
who you're
podcast.
talking
I
about.
listen to it, too.
Awesome. I'm going to go in there and rate it now.
Yeah, but go in there because the more... Eventually, it gets to a point where you'll see it when you search it immediately. But yeah, the more the better, guys. So Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, all the user feedback and stuff just helps us know that you guys are out there, that you're enjoying it. More feedback that we get, then we feel like you're appreciating what we do. Because if we didn't hear from anybody, we'd be wondering why we're doing this.
Heck yeah. So shout out to the regular supporters, our core audience and fan base. Out to Sean Chan. Let them know Big Sean.
You say that every time.
Shout out to Ali. That's our boy for life.
Shout out to my wife.
He got a shout out to the wife. Shout out to everybody who is giving us love on Twitter. Justin, Jeff Boyd. There's a bunch of people.
Shout out to what was her name? Haley.
Haley.
Shout out
Shout out to you for giving us a review. Very dope. Telling us what you're looking forward to in this episode, and we got that for you.
Shout out to JT.
Yep. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to my trivia squad. Shout out to everybody that's out there giving us feedback. Because just like he was saying, we need it. We love it. We want some more of it.
Shout out. What are we gonna call our fan base? Are they Daps? Shout out to the Daps out there. Like,
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, there's like
Daps Army, Daps Nation, The Pounders. No, that sounds wild. I don't know.
You know?
What do you guys want to be called?
Yeah, somebody help us come up with a name for the community.
We need a name for our core fan base.
Champ, help us out.
Champ, you'd be good at this. Yeah. Think of something.
You just came to my mind. I don't know why. Champ, help us out.
Give it to
Somebody
us.
help us out.
Give it to us.
Somebody
Champ.
help me.
Give it.
Please.
Give it.
Dear Lord.
Give it.
Help
me. Help me, please.
Help me. Good. Bad. You know what it is. We do this every week. We go through the good things that are going on in our week and some of the bad things that are going on in our week.
For sure.
Yo, I'm just going to start it off right now.
Let's go.
My Gamecocks.
Oh, man.
We
I was
lost
hurting.
to Alabama. SEC tournament. We lost to them, remember? We lost in quadruple overtime, and I'm at work, and we just can't make it happen, and it's like my stomach, man. Just did something to me.
Was it episode 3 that they lost?
2.
And you told 2?
2,
2
I
or 3,
think.
and you told them about it? See, you're that shows that they're growing with us because they've seen your agony now twice.
It's not getting better. I just hope we get in the NCAA. We haven't been in, and I think they said it was either like 30 or 20 years. Something crazy, though, that we haven't been in the NCAA tournament.
Good googly moogly.
Yeah, so
It's a long
hopefully we
time.
get in, but we've been playing like garbage. So we started the conference 9-1. Then we became the number 1 seed in the SEC, okay?
Okay.
Only lost to Kentucky.
Okay.
We finished 3-6.
3-6.
So we went from 9-1 to number 1 in the SEC to 3-6, and I think we dropped down to 4th place.
I mean, oh, man.
It's rough. Anyways,
But
that's my bad.
But to their defense, basketball has been crazy.
yeah,
this
did you
season.
see the did you see TCU knock off Kansas?
Yes,
That
and
was
I
a
had a
crazy
feeling
game.
that was going to happen.
That was a crazy game.
But that's why I'm saying you can't feel too bad. You know, they're definitely having a good year to where you can say they're on the rise. They're on the rise.
Fans that we don't have a name for yet,
Yeah.
let us know. Would you guys be hype for a March Madness bracket?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you want
Because
to
that's
be
something we'll do.
in a
Daps
March
and Pounds.
Madness Daps and Pounds bracket for the
Bracket.
NCAA tournament coming. You got to let us know now. Like, you got to let us know right now because
Yeah.
brackets are about to come out.
Sunday is when they were released.
Yeah. So let us
So
know.
by
we can get on
Monday,
it.
yeah.
Let us know.
If we get, it doesn't need to be astronomical amount,
No,
but we'll
yeah.
throw it up if we have enough people that we feel like it's worth it. So
Yeah.
let us know immediately on Twitter or Instagram, which you can follow us at Daps_pounds.
Yes.
Again, that is Daps_pounds for Instagram and Twitter. No, we are not on Facebook. That's just something we've decided to do. And so, yeah, follow us there, guys. Let us know. March Madness bracket? Yay or nay? Okay. Other bad. This is just me being dumb, I guess, but me still weighing if I want to switch or not. Like, because I want one really bad, but at the same time, I'm like, no, you can wait. You don't need to play Zelda right now. And it's something I constantly think about because I'm such a nerd and I always want like the greatest, best next thing. And for some reason, I think I'm gonna pass still. I think I am, but that's a little thing.
I think I know what you're gonna do,
What?
but I'm not gonna tell you yet.
No, tell me.
I think you're gonna get one.
I do have a wife now, though.
That's true.
If I was single, I would have already pre-ordered. I would have had it already. Yo, if I was single, yeah, I would have already had it.
Okay. I need to weigh that into my decision, but I think I just have a feeling. Not right now. I mean, you're eventually
yeah.
gonna get one.
Yeah,
You're eventually
yeah,
gonna
I
get
feel
one.
that way.
Yeah.
But remember also like the PlayStation VR headset, I had that pre-ordered and then I decided against it, and so I canceled that. And I still don't have one. Still waiting on stuff to come out, but yeah, I mean that's bad. I guess that was just a little bad. This week's actually been pretty darn good.
All right.
Hair's growing back well. I think that's a good
Yeah,
start.
That's a great
good.
start.
What do you think? I got the facial hair coming back.
Yeah. That's a great start.
Great start.
It's a great start.
Good, man. Great start. Glad to be here.
Low cuts and beards is what we do.
And the other good. I don't know. I'm just Dude, I'm just feeling good.
Just feeling good.
Just feeling good, you know?
That sounds good enough for me, man.
I don't have really any... I think that is a good, that I don't have much going on.
Sometimes it's okay if you just feel peaceful.
Yeah.
And you just feel good.
I still stress out a little bit, though, about the preaching part.
You shouldn't, because that's coming up soon.
April 1st.
Actually, I'll rewind that. You should be freaking out.
Yeah.
You should freak out.
Probably, yeah.
I'm just joking. You're going to be great.
I listened to
fun.
something that Judah Smith said, and he's like,
Shout
you
out
have
to
to
Judah.
remember, because he's somebody I look up to, just because I think, like, in the way he presents things, I can kind of relate to it, like his energy and how he does things. But he goes, like, my mindset is I'm a tour guide to what the scripture says.
Ooh.
And he's like, you just can't put the pressure on yourself. He's like, you're not you're not the one guy who knows everything.
Yep.
He's like, you're not the go-to answer guy.
Yeah.
He's like, you have to not have that mindset. And he's like, there's way more than to life than 30 minutes or 30 to 40 minutes up on a stage presenting this small section. And he's like, your job is just to hope that in that 30 and 40, somebody in your congregation is getting something out of it.
That's dope. It's a good way for you to look at it. I don't think you have anything to worry about, man. You've always been able to present. That's never been a problem. You've always been boisterous in the best ways possible. I think that you're going to get up there and kill it. And I'm looking forward to cheering and making you feel awkward on the side. So
Yeah, I can
it'll
see
be
that.
good.
Yeah.
No, it'll be good. Trust me. When I did it, I could feel like your little brother and Beth on the side of me, and I wanted to look at them, but I couldn't look at them, and it's extremely hard. But yeah. Trust me, you're gonna be fine. It'll be good.
Yeah,
It'll be
we'll
Gucci.
see. We'll see. I'm sure it will. But yeah, man, that's just playing Horizon still and stuff, and
Good.
playing that much of that as possible. And yeah, man, life's good. What about you? What you got going on?
Man, okay, so good. I will say that I finally caught up on all of my shows. It has been hard
Oh my
because
gosh.
I work a lot, and
Hold on.
no, it's a big deal. It deserves that.
Well done. That's impressive.
No, it's crazy.
You'll know why in a bit.
I'm finally caught up on why.
Why that's impressive that you actually finished your TV shows. Just saying.
Oh, anyway, you'll know why in a bit, I guess. But I was able to catch up on my Grey's Anatomy. I was able to catch up on all of my superhero shows I watched, Flash, Arrow. Unfortunately, I watched Legends of Tomorrow, and fortunately, I watched Supergirl. Supergirl's actually dope, man. I'm telling you, show's really good. And this is another good. We have a release date for Game of Thrones. It's coming back in July, baby.
Wow.
Woo! Very happy. Yimmy, shout out to Yimmy. Game of Thrones
Yummy,
Sundays.
boys. Yummy.
Yummy. We're gonna call Yimmy Yummy from now on.
Yummy.
There's a backstory behind it. But yeah, so TV in general, I'm happy about. Made me feel good. Bad. Man, I'm kind of like you with the good. Not too much bad happened this week. I was able to get a lot of stuff done this week that I've been needing to catch up on. Oh,
no,
I have
what?
I have a bad. Not gonna lie to you. So I have a pair of. This is a sneaker segment. I have sneakers. I have a pair. Had a pair. This hurts. You're gonna know when I say it why this hurts me. I have a pair of 2004 Huarache 2K4 Kobe Bryant Black Mamba edition Nikes. They had like snakeskin patent leather on the top. And my mom thought that I wanted to get rid of them because I had taken the shoelaces out so that I could clean them.
Oh, no.
And I have been toying with the idea of taking these to your brother because Dobie's little brother works with fine leathers and shoes a lot. And I was thinking maybe he could restore them. But then I've also been teetering on maybe I should just let them go. So the thought to get rid of them has crossed in my mind a couple times in the past year. But every time I look at them, I'm like, no, I have to keep those forever. So she put them in the garbage. I open the garbage. I see my sneakers in the garbage. And my life kind of like flashes between my eyes. Like, it's not like they have like banana peels on them or anything, but they're definitely in the garbage. And what?
Time out. Why is it? Okay, this has to be a thing because you said banana peels, and I did picture banana peels in a garbage can.
You know why?
Does everybody picture banana peels in a garbage can?
100%, and it's Hollywood's fault, because what happens when people are in a garbage can in movies? When they're trying to race down an alleyway, and they're like, oh, let's hide here, right? When they lift them up, they always have a banana peel on their head or something that they have to remember.
That, I guess it is Hollywood.
We've been programmed to believe that like people slip on banana peels and it's garbage and all of it. Trust me, it's Hollywood. It's my theory.
Thank you for answering.
But yeah, so I don't know why, but I left them in there because I looked at it as a sign. I was like, you know what? That stage in my life where I'm wearing snakeskin shoes has passed a little bit. I'm a little bit more sophisticated in my sneakers now. I don't want to be as flashy. I'm more about like style and actual fabrics and leathers and stuff. So I decided to let it go. When Ali listens to this, he's gonna be like, "Yo, this is unbelievable." I don't know, man. It was a decision, but I went upstairs. Me and my mom definitely had a little talk about touching my things, but I don't know. I had to part ways. So that's a bad. But I'm growing up. It was tough, man. It was tough to let go. So yeah.
Oh man, what a story.
Life's crazy.
The shoes you wear when we met, they're gone.
Yeah, man.
They're
2004.
Got rid of my FUBUs a long time ago.
Shout out to FUBU, man. Your FUBUs are classic, though.
Dadas were brought up again. I want Dadas.
Yo.
I'd rock a pair of
Dadas with the spinning rim in it. Those were, if you think about it, those were one of those shoes that were before their time.
Oh, yeah.
Those are next level. I'm all about it.
It's the future.
Do you know what else is next level? Brand new music.
That brand new.
Do your shooting noise because you actually have a really good bah bah. You have like a good. All right, club shot up. Club is shot up officially.
Booyaka.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Bah! Wait.
I know you're thinking the intervention episode. Is that what you're thinking about?
What?
The intervention episode where the dude comes in and they're doing an intervention on his dad. And this guy's crying.
That
guy. Sorry, guys. Drug abuse is not funny. Go get help if you need help. But yeah, new music came out. This is exciting. This is always an exciting part of our show. Every week we've been doing this, I feel like we have people coming and saying like, I'm listening to this, I'm listening to that because of y'all. So guess what? Daps and Pound Show is here for you and your new music fix. A lot of lower tier, unknown type of music came out this week. But
I thought it was gonna
be gems.
I thought it was gonna be a like, okay, 2 albums tops, but no, like I wasn't even able to listen to everything I wanted to listen to.
Yeah, and there were some gems that came out too. I'll tell you right now that my favorite full album that came out today was an album by the name of Casanova, and the artist is Brian Fresco, and he is part of the Save Money crew. If you don't know the Save Money crew, that's where Chance the Rapper has his origins. Vic Mensa has his origins. Mick Jenkins. They're all kind of associated with each other in Chicago, Illinois. So right around our parts, always good to represent. Kind of feels like the home team is really bubbling right now. Like Chicago has some artists for real. I really like this album called Casanova by Brian Fresco. If you have never heard of him, this is probably a great entry point because He's spitting bars on this album. I really, really liked it. What else? What did you listen to that you liked today?
I listened to Charli XCX.
Yep.
Number One Angel. She kind of clarifies it as a mixtape. So you can take that with a grain of salt and what today's mixtape genre means. Yeah. The first track, Dreamers, I think is the standout track. Like right when you hear it, you're like, oh, like, okay. Like for some reason, it resonated with me. That's a song I can go back to. As we said before, this kind of lane is getting pretty saturated.
It's bubbling.
However, I think she did a great job on this album. If you like pop music, I mean, when you hear it, like the production value, the writers that she has for her songs, there's some really catchy hooks. I would say there was not a bad song, some unforgettable songs, but I wouldn't say bad.
Yeah. I definitely think the unforgettable songs, but as we try, I mean, we're in Peoria right now, so this is going to be a weird statement, but as we try to work our way into warmer weather, this is one of those mixtapes that you can listen to. It's definitely a poppy, feel good, want to drive with a top down type of feel, I think. So I appreciated her effort on the album. I don't think it was a bad tape at all. And then we can move to J.I.D. I'm not sure what J.I.D. stands for, by the way. Shout out to Jeff Boyd. He told us we should listen to it.
Justice
Literally
ignores democracy.
That's what that means?
No, I just made it up. Does it sound good?
Actually, yeah. That sounds like the name of the next Marvel movie, DC crossover fight superhero.
J.I.D. Justice Justice ignores democracy.
That's dope. Well, we don't know the real meaning of those letters for J.I.D.'s name, but in case you guys just need something to fill in there, remember what Dobie just said, because that sounds pretty darn good to me. But no, J.I.D. has...
That's like twice now. Like, I've
what
read
happened?
that too. You're like, oh, that's how you pronounce it? No, not at all.
You're just a liar is what it comes down to.
I play the games. What was that dog comedian? I kid, I joke.
I joke.
Yeah.
All right, so J.I.D.'s album is called The Never Story. I'm going to tell you what, I don't know if I'm just like messed up in the head and the way I read things. It's not dyslexia, or however you say it. Dyslexia? Is that how you say it? It's not that. I'm putting words in the album title that don't belong there. So J.I.D., his album is called The Never Story, and every time I see
Ending?
I want to say The Never Ending Story.
Yeah, I can see
What
that.
is that, guys? Tell me what disease that is.
It's Hollywood.
See, it's Hollywood. In the movies, when you run in the alley, there's an ending all the time. Therefore, I want to put Never Ending in The Never Ending Story from J.I.D.
Justice ignores democracy.
All right. So while we've given this dude a name and we've given him a new album title, J.I.D.'s album, The Never Story, he is the newest signee of Dreamville Records. If you don't know about Dreamville Records, that's Boss, that's J. Cole. I think that they're building a cool little stable over there, man. J.I.D. has really, really good rhymes. Did you like this album?
I did. If you guys don't really like dirty rap, don't listen to this. He's very explicit.
Yeah, true.
More so, it stood out to me a little bit more. Guy has flow patterns. He changes his voice a lot, like Kendrick. Yep. He's got some pretty funny songs. Like Underwear was a standout to me. For some reason,
Underwear was hilarious.
Ed and Nettie.
Ed
was a
and Nettie.
track actually I really liked. And then it was let me read it. Hereditary. He like sing. It's like a R&B type soul record.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! Excuse me. We just got done eating dinner. It's about mac and cheese probably. And it stood out to me in a way, and I saw this on a lot where people were saying like he does have a Kendrick Lamar vibe. Somebody said like you can see he's got some Eminem influence in him just because of the kind of the jokes he puts in his rhymes also.
A little bit.
This was definitely an album I kind of want to go back to.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a classic from head to toe, but this album, in my opinion, when you have an album like this and you're not that known, if you can at least have somebody listen to it head to toe and then be intrigued with who you are and stay on the lookout for your new music to come, that's a successful place to be. And I think that's where J.I.D is right now for me.
Yeah. I liked it. Shout out to Dreamville Records. Shout out to J. Cole making good business decisions with the signing of J.I.D. This is a pretty good tape, and he has a feature from Black on there.
That song's actually really good.
We've talked about Black on this podcast before.
He's blowing
on,
up.
Any feature he's on,
killing it.
I'm listening to.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
So shout out to J.I.D for that. A few other notable albums that came out today. So there's an EP, Eric Bellinger. He came out with Eric B for President Part 2.
Oh, sorry. I cut you off.
You didn't get a chance to listen to this.
I really want to, though.
I think you will like it. It'll put you, when I say this, don't think of The Dream's voice, but the way he sets up albums, I think that this is kind of that realm of The Dream that you will like.
Right side of your brain type music?
Little bit. I'm serious, little bit.
That's a little gem for you guys. If you haven't listened to Right Side of Your Brain by The Dream.
The Dream's first 2 albums, man. People don't understand.
Shawty is 10.
Hey.
She a 10.
Hey. I'm serious. The Dream's first 2 albums are really good. But Eric B for President, he has a feature from L.A. Someone else we've mentioned on this podcast. We're going to start. It's going to get to the point on episode like 100 where artists that we've mentioned are starting to blow up, and we're going to be able to like rewind and take credit for them because you heard it here first that these guys
LA is blowing up. I will say that I'm 100%
100%
positive LA is going to blow up.
So make sure you follow LA in his career because he's about to blow up. But yeah, this was a cool little album. Also, Murs, he came out with a very fun, very California album called Captain California. If you haven't heard of Murs, you've probably seen him on tour with Tech 9 or Chris Calico. I'm telling you right now, this album surprised me. I haven't listened to tons of Murs other than features. So for me, this was kind of my first entry point, which, I mean, people who listen to Murs are probably like, that's crazy. He has a bunch of albums. But this was my first entry point, and I thought there were some really cool songs. He has a song called God Bless Kanye West, and it's talking about stress and how much rappers are under stress and how, like, he breaks down what Kanye probably went through as a child and, like, why he's probably so stressed out. I thought that was just a weird take, and I kind of liked it. It was very interesting. So shout out to him. Also, Maggie Rogers. So I don't know if you've seen this, but so Pharrell goes to to NYU.
I wanted to really listen to this album.
Let me tell you.
Is it good?
Yeah.
If Pharrell endorses any artist, like I want to listen.
Her name is Maggie Rogers. Go to YouTube, put in Maggie Rogers NYU Pharrell, anything like that together, and you'll see a video of her. She's in like this music class. Pharrell comes into the class and he's listening and giving his constructive criticism for people in the class, and she gets up and she plays this record for him. And the record, I believe, was untitled at the time, and it's called Alaska Now. And that look that Pharrell gets on his face when he's like feeling something, he was feeling it. And so ever since then, a battery has been in her back, and she has been making really good tunes. It's extremely vibey. I like it. I'm digging it.
Battery in her back.
Yeah. Battery in her back.
Listen to, what was it, Murs' son?
Oh, Mod's son. Mod's son.
As you can see, it left a very good impression for me. It's frat music. If you guys like frat music, ain't nothing wrong with that.
So that means you think it was
Trinidad. Has 2 tracks on there that stood out, 2, and then a song with Black Bear, but I actually like Black Bear.
Yeah.
I think he's a good artist. If you don't know who he is, he's got a couple of gems on his album.
Yes.
He knows I appreciate him because he knows how to make melodies. If you really like this guy, because I heard he's kind of well known in certain parts.
He's well known in Cali and
yeah. And let me know what he does better than anybody else. That's all I gotta say.
Respect us calling it Trinidad because we listen to tons of music. So if we say it's Trinidad,
two and the song with Black Bear, best songs. I might throw that in a playlist. So I'll give them props for those 2, but the rest of them, I'm like it's the album I never want to make.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because okay. Because
so that's beyond Trinidad.
No.
That's a New York garbage.
No, because you listen to it and you're like, quality of his production stuff, not bad. You could tell like he probably really tried, but it doesn't doesn't do it. It doesn't click, and there's nothing memorable.
Sometimes it's
I'm saying like that's why I was like that's the album I don't want to make, because I have no doubt in my mind like he probably made a ton of songs and he was like, these are the songs I like the engineering and the quality of the beats and stuff, not bad at all. He's even got a couple features out there, and I'm like, okay. And there's some like I could tell he's really trying to make like those hits, and just my opinion, it falls flat. And that's what I would never want to do, is make an album that I feel like he probably felt like it was great, but and then other people listen to it and they're like,
no, this is Trinidad.
They're like, yeah, like it's good, but I'll never listen to it again. That's why I like Drake, because Drake makes music where he's like, I want people to listen to this again. Jeff, shut up.
Yeah, Jeff.
Jeff watches. Shout out to Jeff, because Jeff watches the YouTube videos to watch our facial expressions, and he's already told me, like he texted me, he's like, yeah, I yell at the screen a lot. Like,
why?
Because he's like, he feels like he's having conversation with us.
Oh.
But we don't talk to him until right now. Jeff, shut up. Drake makes great music.
We're like breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
A little Deadpool action. Yeah, Mod Son, I listened to a little bit, and you had texted me and you said don't waste your time. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give it a few songs. I gave it a few songs, and I was like, yeah, this is Trinidad. So we definitely
the whole
agree on
like
that
I
one.
do what I want. We drink, we smoke. Yeah, life.
I feel like if
never
you,
ending.
I feel like
we don't care.
albums like that are really dope if you live that lifestyle and you like live on the beach and you're just smoked out all the time. I'm sure that's like your album, but
those are the same people who won't go into someone's random house and sell a boombox.
True.
Oh, why? Because there's a such thing called consequences, unlike your songs say.
Yo,
real life.
I love your breakdown of this album. This is really good, dude.
It's just that stuff. Okay.
I want to get heat with Mod Son. I want Mod Son to be like, yeah, I heard those Daps and Pounds guys think I'm what? How do you say it? Trinidad. Trinidad.
Hey, you forgot to say you're good. There's an awesome group that we really, really like and we fully endorse.
Yo, this is a good. So we have talked about, and I should be wearing my beanie right now.
Yeah.
We have talked about They, which is a group that has come out that we were able to see on the Party Next Door tour, a show that we went to in Chicago. And They is the name, and they just came out with their debut album called New Religion, Hyena. The album, I believe, is masterfully done. And I tweeted out that they're going to be Grammy named. I can't talk. They're going to be Grammy nominated sooner than later. They retweeted that. And so a week goes by, and I'm talking to random people. I'm just tweeting off of my personal Twitter account, just always saying, like, you know, their album's really good, stuff like that. So then I get a DM. The group, they slid into my DMs, and they actually said thank you for the support. And I said, shout out to the Wolf Pack. Shout out to you guys. You guys are making really inspirational music and keep doing what you're doing. And they said thank you. And then he sent me a picture of the tour dates, because I mentioned that we were in Chicago. And he actually sent me, I didn't send this one to you. He sent me like a tour date of the Chicago one. It was like, come through, come say hey to us or whatever. I'm probably not gonna be able to make the show, but shout out to you guys for caring about your fans enough. Mm-hmm. You have a whole bunch of followers on Twitter. You have a verified account. You don't have to individually DM your fans and say what's up to us. So what's up to you? They keep making wonderful music. That's a huge good I missed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, you never know what connections will do.
Never.
Maybe in a year we'll be in a studio and we can have They in the studio.
Speaking of connections, Wes, you gotta let me know what happened. Did you get the photography job? Remember that's okay.
Oh.
So there's a story. There's a guy that goes to my college I graduated from.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get like backstage passes to a 22 Pilots, or is it 21?
21.
Yeah, 22.
I love 21 Pilots too, man.
21 Pilots, and he basically said, do you have a business that you're affiliated with? And he didn't know what to put, so he said he put Daps and Pounds podcast. And so he let me know. He's like, hey, like if you get any emails or anything, like just let me know. Like hopefully it doesn't do anything bad for you guys. So I was like, whatever, it's all good.
Dude, that's awesome. I want Daps and Pounds Entertainment to grow enough to where we have designated people to go to the shows that we can't go to, that have like a press pass and they wear like the thing around their neck to get into shows and has our logo plastered on the front. That'd be lit. Sick. Shout out to that.
All right, Wes, let us know what happened. Anyways.
Let us know. All right, a couple more notables on music. You don't listen to country, but I listen to the Zac Brown band.
Yeah, I started trying, and I'm like, nope, this just isn't me.
No, I'm telling you, a great entry point into country, because it's not country, is the Zac Brown band.
What about Florida Georgia Line?
Absolutely not. They are catastrophe, and they do not belong in the genre whatsoever. They should be kicked out.
Don't they have a concert with Nelly?
Yeah, they're going on tour with the Backstreet Boys and Nelly. Backstreet Boys, lit. Nelly, lit. Florida Georgia Line, no, not lit. Very not lit. Oh, I'm a country actor.
Very not lit.
That just sounds like
Trinidad.
Oh, that's Trinidad. I cannot handle
Shout
Florida
out to
Georgia Line. Shout out to Allison.
For saying Trinidad and her boyfriend not knowing what that.
And not only that, Allison listens to our podcast while she folds silverware at her job.
Smart.
She works at a restaurant. You're smart. You're loyal. We should do the DJ again. You're loyal. You're smart.
You're smart.
So Rick Ross released a track called Trap with a couple features on there, Young Thug and Wale. This song is just all right, in my opinion. Same with 2 Chainz. He released a song called It's a Vibe that has a bunch of R&B features on there. It's just all right. Step it up, guys. Step it up a little bit. I'm looking for more from my singles, especially from you, 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz at one point was killing singles. Like, he had a great single all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ty Dolla $ign, the more I hear him, though, and the more I'm like, can you just have more music, please?
Dollar $ign. I like Tyler Dolla $ign. He's lit.
Yeah.
Taylor Gang. So young M.A. Ooh, she came out with a new single called Hot Sauce, and guess what? It sounds just like ooh. And it's kind of Trinidad. Trey Songz.
Yeah.
I really, really like this. He came out with another single called She Lovin' It. No, not McDonald's. I'm Loving It.
Yeah.
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 I sound like I'm yodeling when I do it. She Lovin' It.
Which one are y'all?
Coming home with Trigger. I hate how dramatic he sings sometimes. And not going to the road. Just sing the song.
Your side of the bed.
Oh, don't sing that song. That makes me sad. That makes me sad.
That song is
She Lovin' It is a good song. I think you had texted me this earlier. We are getting back to the old Trey songs.
I'm ready.
I like it.
You won't be as big as Trey Songz. Boy, was she wrong.
That's a Drake lyric. I like it. So that was just a rundown of the new music. The notable ones, we'll put it in the description.
What was that Lorde one? Liability.
It's better than Green Light. I'm still not there.
I pointed at you like that dude who did it. It's like that prisoner where she's like, she's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. And he goes,
oh. Yo, that's how I feel about this Lorde track.
Better, but not great.
Green Light was trash. This is better. I'm still gonna listen to the whole album because of this. It makes me feel like she's gonna have some songs in the album that I like.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 2. I mean, I liked it more, but I'm never going to be like, oh my gosh, I just want to hear Liability by Lorde.
That's true.
I just want to be in that space again where it's okay. Never mind, I can't. Just going in.
Listen, I don't really like this. The song is better, and I need to listen to it separate from Green Light. Like, I need to give it a couple days and listen to it by itself again, because I don't know if I liked this one because it was a lot better than Greenlight or if I truly liked it. So we'll see. Lord, we're waiting on you in a lot of ways.
And
God joke.
gosh dang it. So stupid.
I had to. It was
Okay.
like right there.
Yeah, that was right there. Gosh, that was good. Our dad jokes are getting worse.
I know. They're
Just getting
really
so bad. Also, I wanted to mention Jordan Armstrong. And
Yes.
it's Jordan. So J-O-R apostrophe A-N or D-A-N, sorry, Jordan, and then Armstrong. This is an artist that I've been listening to for a couple of years now. And he came out in 2017, I think it was last month in February, called Vibes.
Yep.
And it's a very kind of like island tropic style. He is more of a gospel artist, but however, I feel like his discography, if you're just wanting to listen to something different, he's got some bangers. It's like pop style. He's got some like just kind of like vibey hip hop weekend type, or not weekend, I would say more Post Malone type tracks. And then he's got this new like Caribbean feel. It's just good, feel good music. I really, really, really appreciate him as an artist. And so I just want to give him a shout out.
Shout out to you, Jordan Armstrong.
Hi, honey. Love you. All right.
I wonder if you can hear that on the podcast. That might have been Mary's first feature on the podcast.
Mary, do you want to say anything? She doesn't want to talk to you.
She doesn't want to talk to you guys. So we're going to transition now into our weekly update for what just happened last episode of the podcast. We talked about a little drama that happened in the world of female hip hop.
Drama.
Last week, we told you about the Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj drama, and now we have an update. Nicki Minaj has responded to Remy Ma. So, since the last episode, Remy Ma dropped another diss song called Another One, and it was Trinidad. What are you doing?
Dude, I'm just...
Dobie has a fit. He's having a fit of laughter right now.
We are here again. Remy Ma, actually, with the... Nicki Minaj has responded to the drama.
The drama.
Remy Ma brought this drama on.
And it was garbage.
But some people would say, not garbage.
We should do this in New York. We should go to New York and do this and get shot. Is it just me or I feel like New York's super dangerous?
We're like 3 hours from Chicago, which has the highest murder rate.
Sure, but I feel like I'd feel better walking around in Chicago than New York.
Hollywood.
It's Hollywood.
Hi.
Hollywood has made us think, because in movies you see people go down alleys in New York and they never come back.
After they trip on a banana.
After they trip on a banana peel. And they put Never Ending Story in an album title.
With the graffiti.
Oh. All right.
Drama.
Okay, drama. Back to the drama.
Nicki Minaj, how you feel about the drama?
So Remy Ma put out a song called Another One, and it was Trinidad. I did not like this song. Did she have bars? Of course, it's Remy Ma. She's gonna have bars. But she tried to hit the Drake back-to-back type of thing by putting out 2 diss songs before Nicki had a chance to respond. Now, we talked on this podcast last episode. Make sure you go to YouTube and search us for that. It's episode 5, and we talk about this. And I will say, it seems like Nicki Minaj followed exactly what Dobie was saying as far as advice, and she came out with 3 songs last night. This was so cool. She used Drake's same formula pretty much. Drake put out Right Hand, Hotline Bling, and he put out Charged Up during the same time, all the same night, and kind of gave people different options. Gave people different options of like what they wanted to hear, and like slid a diss song in there, and it was a light diss. Like he was very light with it.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj literally did pretty much the same thing. She came out with Changed It featuring Lil Wayne. She came out Regret in Your Tears. That's like a Caribbean vibe type of song.
That's actually a really good song.
I like that song a lot. One of my favorite Nicki songs, if I'm being
like that's
100%
actually
honest.
like a really good radio track.
You can't tell me that Party didn't have something.
Party
think
has his
Party-
hands in the industry
Yeah.
more than we
Yeah,
realize.
for sure. But then
He
made what?
Fact for you guys, if you didn't know this, Party Next Door wrote Work.
If
by
you don't
Rihanna.
know that, you should know that because Work from Rihanna is amazing.
No, he didn't write Drake's verse.
No, Drake doesn't need. I'm doing the Arthur. I'm doing the Arthur fist right now. When people talk about Drake's ghostwriters, I do the Arthur fist.
Speaking of ghostwriters,
Speaking of ghostwriters, so Nicki Minaj came out with No Frauds featuring Drake and Lil Wayne. All right. And she followed your advice. She didn't get a Metro Boomin beat like you were saying, but she got a new beat. She didn't try to recycle old Jay-Z beat and try to make it a Nas Jay-Z comparison. So she followed your advice. And by adding Lil Wayne and Drake on it, she made sure that this could be played by DJs, that this could be played in the club, just like you were saying. So very good pickup there. I'm telling you, we're going to start predicting the future, and we're going to have to start rewinding these episodes. You guys will learn to trust us. What's really cool about this song is how subtle everything is. Is it a huge verse from Nicki Minaj that she has all the bars in the world? No. Remy Ma went for 6 minutes long on her original Sheether diss song. This is not that. This is a verse. This is a very short 16, I think, and Nicki she's spitting. Don't get me wrong. She's rapping.
Mm-hmm.
This is not super bass Nicki. We are getting a Nicki Minaj that wants to prove a point. She is definitely upset about the situation, but at the same time, she was acting like it wasn't bothering her. And I think that's that
me and
subtlety.
Drizzy laughed at that.
Me and Drizzy laughed at that. I like it. I like the fact that she did this.
To whack.
Now, like I said, don't get misconstrued. Is she winning this beef because of this record? On a mainstream level, yes. The streets still want bars, but that doesn't matter. You were talking last week about what really matters to Nicki Minaj. I think she proved it. Because you have to go on iTunes and buy this record. This record will probably be on her album that you will have to buy. All right? She literally is making hits. On an Instagram post, she even said that. She said, Young Money over here, we don't make diss songs. We make hit songs and diss you on them. My goodness, Nicki Minaj, you have done just that right now. No Frauds is the #1 song on iTunes US charts. So, Remy Ma, I'm sorry. You have bars. Is this over, do you think?
Couple things. I think I'm going to start it off with this. Rumor mill
Let's go.
is that after the second track, the bars were not nearly as good.
Right.
Rumor is Papoose actually helped ghostwrite the first Sheether.
Yep. Nicki made mention of that, too.
Because also, if you look at Rap Genius, too, they break it down as well, that Papoose's flow patterns and rap style is very similar to that. Okay?
Yep.
So there's that. Also, Nicki from the beginning stated that she cares more about the record sales. She stated on Instagram right after the diss about her platinum sales, platinum records. She then goes, and I don't think time-wise everybody was happy about it. But with 3 tracks, then you're like, okay, well, she was working.
Yep.
We don't know if she had some of those tracks already made. But what she did, this is a new era in battling. This is not bar for bar. And again, Drake changed the game.
As always.
Okay, and I know you're not. A lot of people are not satisfied bar-wise. I would say Sheether has better bars overall.
For sure.
However, Nicki Minaj stayed true to what she said from the get-go. She did, and here's the craziest thing. This is why I think it's the smartest. She didn't play what Remy wanted her to do. Because Remy brought this on, okay?
Yep.
So Remy wanted her to do this. Nicki said, no, I'm going to do what I've been doing.
Yep.
Comes out with a track that's going to be played all over the clubs, all over the internet, and it's just exactly what I said she should do. Then went around and said, you have 72 hours to make a hit.
Which is a completely different thing than
Threw
what
the
Sheether
ball
is.
right back. What she did was Remy Ma tried to do the crossover, right? Went to the hoop, and then basically went straight to the hoop, made the layup, right?
Right.
And then checked the ball back. Then kind of did like a little 1-2.
1-2.
Jump shot over Nicki.
Woo.
Like rattled around the rim, but went in.
Ski.
Okay. Then Remy missed.
Yep.
Because the public didn't really like it.
Yep.
Okay. Nicki gets the ball back. Then she 360. Remy is now on the ground.
Yep.
Stares at Remy.
Yep.
Does the whole get up.
Yep.
And then drains the three.
Yep. The big three with features from
Yes.
Drake and Lil
Yes.
Wayne.
With 3 tracks as well.
Perfect. Listen.
And so because of this, I think Nicki is going to, in the eyes of the mass, like you
Right.
said, is going to win this because she just took what Remy wanted and it backfired in Remy's face.
Yeah. I think Nicki played it smart because if this was how it was done old school and it was like, hey, let's meet up, let's make this a thing and go bar for bar, Nicki doesn't want those problems with Remy.
No.
And she shouldn't. So why play those games? You're 100% right. I totally agree. Nicki did the best thing for her brand overall, and she stayed true to who she was. I totally agree.
Best line also is the when you're speaking about kings, you say, well, LeBron doesn't have 6 rings.
Yeah.
Like, that comparison is so true because in the rap game, we talk about, no, it's all about the bars. It's all about the bars. That's the best. Whoever has the best bars is the best in rap. And rap and basketball culture have coincided since, like, the beginning.
The dawn of time.
And the biggest conversation is who's better, Jordan or LeBron James right now. And everybody brings up Michael Jordan's 6 rings when they talk about the greatest. They don't say, well, LeBron has better, he's young, you know, all the stats. We can get into this for a while, but that is the realest line in that whole verse.
And honestly,
and you can't be what was it, Picasso or Pablo or something like that if you ain't selling.
oh gosh, yes,
That line was
yes.
hard too.
She had a couple bars like you just mentioned that were hard. Once again, we're not saying that Nicki out-rapped Remy. In fact, we're saying just the opposite. She proved she didn't have to, which if you can do that,
new game.
the first thing they tell you in business is you have to find a way to do less work and make more money. That's what just happened.
Remy Mom put Nicki on a platform.
Yeah.
Now she's selling.
Look at her last album. Her last album wasn't this huge seller for Nicki Minaj. Remy Ma just made people pay attention to Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
This next album, I
Publicity.
guarantee sells more than the last one.
Probably, yeah.
Guarantee. This is amazing.
Drake's feature was all right.
Yeah.
It was decent. Wayne, I just don't get excited about really anymore. Like I kind of do, but I kind of don't.
True.
He did the whole rolly flow.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, that's new music.
That is our new music segment. Make sure you check the descriptions for the notable songs that we have. And I like what you did last time. You put Trinidad at the end of it if it was trash.
Hey, can you help me with that?
Yeah.
Because that took
I'll do
so
it.
long.
I'll put it down there and I'll say, hey, this is Trinidad. Hey, this is dope. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Well, just help me like write down all the music we listen to.
Yeah.
Since I can edit the videos and whatnot.
For show.
Help a brother
For
out.
show.
And let us know
show.
if we missed anything, guys. Talk to us. What do we need to listen to?
Ali, I listened to Bush. Bush was like a rock band from like the 90s. And they put out music every once in a while. And I listened to them. Their new album is okay. It kind of reminds me of music that would play in the background of like The Transporter or like an action movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad, but I'm not super excited about it either.
Does he beat around the bush?
That shy guy. Hollywood.
Drama.
See, it's Hollywood.
Drama.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to a topic. We would like to talk about the internet, right? And how it relates to music and how it's changed music.
Yes.
This is really interesting. We all use the internet to find our music now, right? Everything is at our fingertips. Everything is readily available. But I think sometimes we take that for granted. I think that the internet has made it so easy for younger artists because when you look at them in comparison to what they had to do before, I mean, listen, especially to hip hop. Hip hop guys would have to go to New York, which you guys now know I think is very scary. They would have to find Bad Boy Entertainment. They would have to find the Rockefeller offices, sit outside and hope for Dame Dash or Jay-Z to walk in, hope for Diddy to walk in, to hand them a mixtape demo that they would never even listen to, right? Now,
or just start rapping in front of them.
Yeah, just start rapping in front of them. Now they don't have to do that. You can be the laziest rapper of all time now. What are some rappers that were founded off the internet?
I think we need
artists in general.
I think we need to give our props to the one I think who started the hip hop movement.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy Tell 'Em.
Soulja Boy Tell 'Em.
The individual who would make LimeWire tracks of the #1 hit song.
Yeah.
Upload his song with the wrong title so that when you downloaded that song and you listened to it, you'd hear, Yo,
Soulja Boy, and I don't know if it was just him that had the brain power behind YouTube and LimeWire and using the internet to his advantage, but Crank That was an entire movement. And he learned how to use it. We can't say that Soulja Boy is lyrical. We can't say that he makes the best decisions in the world, but that dude's still eating off of probably Crank That. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know how many ringtones
Kiss
that
Me
boy
Through the Phone?
Kiss Me Through the Phone? And all because of the internet.
That first album, I mean, I still know a lot of those tracks.
Yeah, I know.
About the bed,
It's like a guilty pleasure.
Turn my swag on.
The Turn My Swag On with Lil Wayne.
Well, okay, go back and listen to it. Gucci Bandana was ahead of its time.
Gucci Bandana, imagine the Migos on Gucci Bandana, and you have a completely different song, but the same vein, and it would be hard. Take Bow Wow off if you
Holy
need to.
cow, dude! Yeah, that makes it even like. But Gucci Bandana, listen back to it, like
that beat flow is the exact same. Gucci Bandana.
Yeah,
that's the
Gucci
Migos.
Bandana. Gucci,
yeah,
Gucci Bandana. And they say everybody copy off Amigos.
Yeah,
and Soulja Boy Tell 'Em,
Shawty Low. R.I.P. Shorty Low. And also, shout out to Soulja Boy. You've done your thing. Also, people like Tori Kelly,
JB,
Justin Bieber, for sure. These are all people that were found on YouTube. These are all people that now have deals, successful concert tours, all because of YouTube. It's kind of interesting because we were talking about this a little earlier. We have had an idea to do something for a really long time, kept putting it off. And that's one of the advantages of having things so close to our fingertips, right? Like, we've been able to make music on our own. We've been able to come up with this podcast, but we just kind of let life get in the way. And that's what I mean by young people are like some of the laziest artists right now, because you can do it. You don't need tons of money to do it, and you can do it. It's kind of crazy. So shout out to everybody. Get off your butt and go use the internet for what it's used for most, and that's entertainment now. I think that it has a huge disadvantage for older people. You look at artists who have gotten on an age that could be popping again, that haven't been able to use social media, right? And it's kind of sad, but the older artist that has been able to use social media to his advantage is none other than the most inspirational person maybe in the world right now. DJ. Bill Gates' best friend, DJ Khaled. Shout out to DJ Khaled, man. I think it was like a year and a half ago now that I followed him on Snapchat because someone told me that he got lost at sea on one of his Snapchats.
One of the greatest moments of Snapchat
One
history.
of the most... I bet Snapchat's still making money somehow off of that moment. Like, that moment was amazing. One of the most... You know what it is? I picture Brandon in that situation, and I feel like the same thing would happen. The look on his face and everything.
The Snapchat. Hey, got a question for you. Where am I?
Where am I?
Okay.
Yeah, man. DJ Khaled has figured it out. He now has just this awesome Foot Locker deal now where they're putting a Foot Locker in his house, like a little tiny one. He has his own Foot Locker franchise store, like the same way Rick Ross has the Checkers and the Wingstops. DJ Khaled has his own Foot Locker. Like, this is bananas. It's all happened off of the internet. It's kind of crazy how this has taken form, honestly. I'm kind of jealous, but I'm also super inspired. And I wish he could share his knowledge with all the older artists who haven't understood this whole social media wave, this whole internet wave, because I'm telling you, the internet is the way to go. We were not saying we need to do a radio show together. We were saying we need to do a podcast together. Mm-hmm. It reaches the people just a little differently, just a little bit more specifically. Also, artists don't have to wait. Say you have an album that needs to come out right now.
You can put it out.
Press that button.
And now, too, you can literally figure out how to get it on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music.
Yep.
I said it, iTunes, Apple Music.
I mean, they're technically
I was thinking
different.
of Amazon and then Google, but you don't need a like you used to have to know people how to like really push it out there. But with digital, it makes everything so much easier, so you don't have to go find somebody to press out physical copies. Because you guys got to remember, this is very, very, very new still in the age of this digital music only. Like, it doesn't look back. Like, for me personally, I used to download everything I had to be put on my MP3 player. And now it's gotten to the point where, no, I just need to just do Apple Music or Spotify because the library has, one, it's grown so big for me, but two, because of this age, also, music is being pushed out way more. Because I remember, even when I was growing up, albums did not come out like this.
No.
And that's why so many independent artists are dropping, and you're like, oh, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this single, this and that. But I remember... And I kind of miss this somewhat, but you had that one album and you were really able to sit on it. And you listened to that CD so many times, you memorized all the track numbers. Yeah, but you could literally sit on it and you really, really got to understand and really you felt like you got to know the artist because you just had that, you just listen to it on repeat. Or you know that song and you're like, okay, I'm on track like 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're like, okay,
100%.
Yes, this is that track.
It makes me question the accessibility that we have. Makes me question myself sometimes because I've said this before on the podcast. My first rap album I ever purchased was Nelly Country Grammar, and that album's amazing. I think it's classic. But if I had Apple Music back then and it came through and we were doing a podcast and it was like New Music Fridays and it's out, I would listen to it and I would love to believe that I would still think it's dope. But would I cherish it the way that I cherished it back then? No. It was a completely different experience. And it's a trickle down, right? Because you have people on YouTube getting discovered like Justin Bieber, like Tori Kelly, like tons of people. Then you have people, I mean, it doesn't exist anymore, but Vine. You have people singing on Vine and getting discovered, getting signed.
Avery Wilson, I think, was the guy.
He's hard. He can really sing. Yeah. Ruth B. You have tons of people on these different social media platforms saying, hey, I can sing, but I don't have a way to do it. People hate on that. People hate on Vine. People hate on YouTube and say, oh, they didn't go through what I had to go through to get signed. Shut up. Because that's always been a thing. Back in the day, there was Star Search. Then it moved to American Idol, X Factor, The Voice. This is just the next facet of it. You either get with the times or you get lost. Because if you're really great, you're always going to be Beyonce. You're always going to be Adele. You're always going to be these wonderful, great artists if you're really great. And if you can't keep up with the times, you're going to fall by the wayside. And I'm sorry, but I don't have pity.
Another thing, too, those are some good points there. Thank you for your input.
Thank you. I got emotional.
Another thing that's very, very interesting, and I think record labels don't like this. I feel like I believe they still feel they have control. But in today's internet culture, the hip-hop waves that are coming are not from record labels.
No.
Look at Atlanta. Migos was not a signed. That was a YouTube, listen to this song. That was from YouTube music videos and Spotify. Spotify during that time was starting to get big. SoundCloud was starting to grow in popularity during that time when Migos started getting big. But the waves of what's big in hip hop culture, especially or mainly hip hop music, is all independent people. Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty, Young Thug, Future, all these artists. It's now the creativity, and that's why so many people say just make it. Yeah. Because you never know if what's sprouting from your, soul and mind is going to be the next big thing.
And that's a great point, because now the labels, it used to be when 50 Cent came out, they just tried to go find someone that was like 50 Cent and sign him.
Tony Yayo. They
can't do that anymore.
No.
It's impossible. You can't do that. Now, if you have a Chance the Rapper, you have to wait until someone else that's the same type of rapper with the same type of energy comes and does the work themselves. And I've also seen interviews where artists have said that this new internet landscape has made it harder for them to get deals because labels don't want to do the work anymore. They can pay you less money and say, you go out and get those followers. You go out and do that. You go out and do this. You go and generate this merchandise revenue. We'll pay for your tour and we'll pay for distribution. But you go and garner that yourself. But guess what? You will be able to be a lot more independent and you'll be able to eventually own your masters. So go out and do the work, because eventually, look at people like Macklemore, even though he's not actually that independent at all.
Probably the most salty artist right now.
Yes, for sure. But go and look at Chance. Go and look at the artists that are winning, that have their own record labels now and are really doing it. Jay-Z owns his own masters. People don't understand that the partnership that Rockefeller had with Def Jam was truly almost a 50-50 deal. So, I mean, owning your masters, owning what you do is so, so important. And the internet age has made it possible for everybody. I like it. I like it. I love it. Little internet talk for you, little industry talk. We like to give you guys a little industry talk because we're music heads. We pay attention to the trends that are going on. And now we are going to switch gears into our top five. This week, we are giving you our top 5 favorite TV shows. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, man. I'm so excited. Can't wait to present my top 5 TV shows to y'all.
Present them. Go ahead, playa.
All right, you go first.
Playa. All right, I'll give you one.
Okay.
I'll give you one. And this might be on your list because it's life-changing. I have 2 that are on my list that I would not be shocked if they're on your list.
Okay.
Life-changing shows. I gotta go.
Let me know, buddy.
I gotta go with The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This show is amazing. I love it. What? It's not on your list?
No, that's a show I've never completed from beginning to end.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of episodes, but I can't say. I've been waiting for Netflix to have it. Okay, I cut you off. Why do you like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
You haven't seen all of the episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? This is amazing. How is this possible? I'm going to write Netflix and tell them that there is a person that is our age that has not seen all of the episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I'm waiting.
Well, just know the show's amazing. Will Smith got his start on this show. Uncle Phil. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. So shout out to Uncle Phil. Shout out to Aunt Viv. Shout out to, I'm trying to think of the other siblings' names. Carlton, of course. Everybody knows the Carlton. Fresh Prince was one of my favorite shows growing up. It's still one of my favorite shows now. Got a lot of life lessons out of it. I love it. Did I have something?
You had a fuzzy.
A fuzzy in my beard?
Mm-hmm.
It happens in life. Give
Fresh
me one
Prince.
of your shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here because my uncle said, do your top 5 TV shows. I said, that's great.
I feel like you're at AA right now, and you're like, "Hi, my name's Doby-Wan Kenobi. Hi, Doby-Wan Kenobi."
The drama in my life has been very consistent, and I've learned something about myself that I don't finish TV shows like Fresh Prince. So today I'm doing top 5 TV shows I haven't finished. So number 1 is Breaking Bad. I have
Great show.
6 episodes left.
Oh my gosh.
Ask me when I stopped watching them.
When?
3 years ago.
Okay. That's on Netflix.
I know I started it. I watched it on Netflix. I just quit watching it. I can't. I don't. This is gonna make some people really upset. I don't know what it is, but there's just a wall I hit, and I don't care to finish it. A movie, I want to finish a movie, but a TV show, for some reason. Anyways, yeah, top 5. I did enjoy Breaking Bad. That might be one of the most unfunny TV shows in the world.
Yeah. True. There's little moments. But for the
yeah,
most
you can
part,
count them on one hand.
It's a very serious show.
Very, very serious. Never finished it. Everybody's saying you should finish it, and I go, yeah, I should. That's as far as I get. So that's in my top 5. Breaking Bad. Haven't finished.
So Dobie's giving you his top 5 favorite unfinished TV shows. This is great, actually. Make sure that while you're listening to this segment, you tweet at Daps_pounds on Twitter your top 5 favorite shows and your top 5 favorite unfinished shows, because you know there's people out there like you. There's people out there that love shows but never quite get around to finishing them.
Too much TV, man.
So I'm going to keep it on the shows that I've actually finished, and I'm going to hit you guys with Boy Meets World. Boy Meets World, I love this show. Another show that you learn so many life lessons in. The Corey and Topanga drama in the early seasons, wondering if they're going to get together or not. We find out that they have. Eric...
Wow.
Mr. Feeney is legendary. So many great moments of Boy Meets World. One of my favorite shows ever.
That's a great show. I actually completely forgot about that one.
Love it.
Favorite episode?
Favorite episode is the most heart-wrenching episode.
I know.
The Ski Lodge. Oh.
I knew it was coming. No, Corey. No. Don't do it.
Corey ends up kissing, I forget who it is, the name of the girl, but he kisses a girl at the ski lodge, and it's not Topanga, Avi, and it's just one of the worst feelings in the world because you know that he's done wrong, and it just hurts your heart when you see it. I was a youngin' when I saw that, and I didn't even know anything about love, and I was like, you're making a big mistake, Corey. Don't do it. Crazy.
Yeah, that's a good show. That's a good one. All right. This is probably going to be on your list. I want to apologize in advance. This one hurts me.
All right, come on.
Because I do really want to finish it.
All right.
It's a great show. I appreciate it very much.
Okay.
The Office.
Oh, my gosh. That's on my list.
I knew it was.
Oh. The Office is so good.
I think I got 5 seasons deep.
Okay.
But I caught up. Like, I was actually, like, with the show. Like, I caught up, and then I just never picked it back up.
It.
And then I heard Michael was gone for a while, and I was like, no, I don't want to.
When Michael left, the show definitely changed.
Because Michael is the funniest character to me. Like, his humor is what keeps me going in the morning.
Shout out to people watching it. Shout out to people watching it right now. Alicia is watching The Office right now, and she didn't like it at first, but she's continuing to watch, and she's starting to like it now. So shout out to her for that. Shout out to The Office. I hated The Office with a passion. Shout out to my boy Zach Pegues. Shout out to Chase Purdue. They are the ones who like kind of made me double think twice about The Office. Started watching it. Love the show.
Shout out to Tanner, who watches The Office.
Tanner loves it.
He watches it every year. Finishes it from the beginning to the end. And I will say this.
That's good.
I haven't finished it, but I already know this. The Office will be remembered like Seinfeld was remembered.
Oh, for sure. Because
that's our Seinfeld.
I think Seinfeld is Tridash, personally. I'm not a Seinfeld guy at all.
Yeah,
but it's mostly because I don't get it. But The Office, I 100%. That's a great assessment. I think that we're gonna watch The Office the way that folks watch Seinfeld, that are like a generation above us.
Did you finish Parks and Rec?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so finishing the show, you still like The Office more?
100%. Ali is wildin'.
Parks and Rec is also a show I never finished. I got 2.5 seasons.
Parks and Rec took a turn for me. I thought the first 2 seasons were really, really, really good.
Everything I see Aziz in, I like.
Yo, Aziz Ansari is so amazing. The episode where he goes up to what's the dude with the mustache?
I don't know.
I forget his
Michael?
name.
No, that's Michael Scott.
Name.
Oh my!
But
no, Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson. He goes up to Ron Swanson with the puppy, and he goes, "Oh, you want to pet it?" And Ron's like, "No." And he's like, "It's just a little puppy. You don't want to pet a little puppy? It's just a little puppy." Sorry, it's amazing though.
That's awesome.
I love that show.
That's a good one. So, why is The Office in your list?
Oh man, it's just legendary. I didn't think I'd like it at first, and like I said, I used to hate it. I hated the theme song. You hear the theme song, and you're like, all right, this is weird. And Michael Scott was extremely awkward when you watch him. He's the most awkward TV character maybe in history, and I feel really good about saying that. I don't think that's a stretch whatsoever. But shout out to The Office. Also, you have a love story with Jim and Pam.
That might be one of the best like TV relationships.
It's up there. Last night, right? I was watching, because I'm going through it again now for the 3rd time ever. Because the first time I watched it paying attention straight through. The second time I watched it, I would like fall asleep on episodes and stuff. So this is gonna be my 2nd time watching it like straight through, making sure I'm awake for every episode. And last night I just watched the Monte Carlo night episode. And they had like a poker night to raise money for charities, and in the warehouse. And Michael Scott is dating 2 women. He's dating Jan, the boss at Dunder Mifflin, and he's dating his realtor. And Dwight Schrute is running interference. He's the wingman so that the women never meet each other. Problem is, he's never ever met like one of the other women and doesn't really like know who they are. So like they keep running into each other or something like that. It's not that, but it's something like that. And I laugh so hard at it. And then Jim and Pam, Jim like kisses her finally right before she's like supposed to get married. And Pam is like, "I'm still going to marry him." And he's like, "Okay." And then he transfers branches. And it's just the heartache that goes on. It's rough. It's rough. Shout out to The Office, man. The Office is dope. I like
Office. Okay. Next one on my top TV shows I have not finished.
You're going to hurt me, aren't you?
Smallville.
Smallville is an American institution.
I have them. I bought them.
Wait. I didn't know that.
I have all of the seasons on DVD.
On the dividend? And you still haven't watched it?
No.
Bro.
9 and 10, I bought them when they came out.
Guys, for those that don't know, Smallville is the story of a young Clark Kent. Clark Kent as in Superman.
Maybe it was because that episode, spoiler alert, too bad, suck it up, when Lana could never see Clark again.
Oh, that was lit. But
That episode was so sad. The
either-
last episode I saw was like the zombie episode.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think it was season 9. I haven't finished that one.
Yeah. Listen, Smallville is amazing. It's not on my list, actually. So we don't have to go into it all out. But it's an amazing show. And I'm upset with you.
I loved it. I've cried watching that show.
Oh my goodness. Off of my list, I've given you Boy Meets World. I've given you Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and now I'm going to give you Entourage. Love it.
Oh my gosh.
Love that show.
You're bringing up all these shows I forgot about. I finished Entourage.
There you go. You finished Entourage.
Look
I
at
like
me.
I like Entourage because it's about entertainment. It's about a crew of people, and I can always picture myself if I were like a movie star, the people who I'd take with me, and it'd be like you, Brandon, like Aaliyah. Like we would have like our crew of people to go with you, and I think that movie kind of allows you, that show rather, lets you watch the show and you can take your friends and put them in the character roles of all the other friends in Vincent's life.
It's the male Sex in the City.
It really is. It's the male Sex in the City, and it's hilarious. And it gets serious and it gets dramatic at times. His agent Ari is one of the best characters in TV history. I think.
I fully agree with that.
Shout out to Jeremy Piven. So yeah, the Entourage. It's a great show. Love
I
that
haven't
show.
watched that movie yet.
It's kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if you watch the show, what you should do is rewatch the entire show, and then right after, it's not too many seasons, so you can probably do it. And I think the episodes are in like 25, 30 minutes, so you could probably do it. I don't know if you could do it, actually. Never mind. But watch the entire show again, and then go see the movie, because it's not one of those movies that you could see if you haven't seen the shows. But if you've seen the shows, there's a lot of cues from it that are funny. So I like Entourage. Give me your next favorite unfinished show.
This is my last one. Not last one. No, there's 2 more. Sorry. Game of Thrones.
I mean,
It's still going on.
that
but
one's still going on.
I quit
So
like 2.5 episodes or 2.5 seasons in.
that's a weird place to quit. But that show goes through so many like,
Ups and downs.
oh, everything's great. We're gonna
Twists and
kill off
turns.
everybody that matters, and then you kind of like restart. And I think that show has mastered the slow build where they take a character that you don't care about at all, and then slowly, season after season, they start to take shape. Hodor. Oh man, that hurt.
I don't know why it hurt, but whatever.
You'll understand why Hodor.
I do want to.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Trust me, man. You need to get back into Game of Thrones. Like I said, coming back out in July.
Well, actually, too, I will be honest. Felt convicted a little bit. A lot of titties going on.
It's
So it brought me to,
Yo,
not trying
it's
to go down that route.
it's crazy.
Not me. That you guys do you. That's just, hey, this is me. This is all me. Okay?
It's a crazy show.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
Marion loves it. She's caught up.
Shout out to your wife.
Yeah, what else do you have for us?
Okay, my last top 5.
I don't know why I do that.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm gonna see how that sounded in the earbuds. That's funny.
It's ASR. Tell me about something about yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Do you feel tingling sensation?
What in the world?
Have you heard that?
Yeah,
ASR?
but I've never messed with it. I've just seen videos.
You haven't listened to it?
No, I've just seen videos. Like I've seen like
Dude, you need to
I've seen,
listen how it works.
what's it called? Reaction videos when people do it. And
You
then,
need
like,
to do it.
I've
It's
heard what
so
they
funny.
say and do, but I've never experienced it
Picture
myself.
yourself in a vat of water.
No, see, no. I feel like I'd have to pause my life if that happened. Nope,
Oh, it makes me laugh. Okay, what's the last one you got?
My
buddy?
last one I got is The Sopranos. Love the show.
Never seen.
It's crazy. I love mob movies. I love Mafia, La Costa Nostra, I love the Mafia movies. I love the Boardwalk Empire. I love all those shows. I love The Godfather, all that stuff. So I must say that The Sopranos is a great show. It's kind of long, like they're hour episodes and it goes on for seasons. But it's really good, really good. I like it. The Sopranos, and that rounds up my top 5 favorite TV shows. Let us know your top 5 favorite TV shows, and let us know your top 5 unfinished TV shows. What are yours?
Sopranos. No, I'm just kidding. That's a show I feel like I don't think people are watching anymore. It's like that time is like come and gone though for that show.
I think so. I think it's like in that classic realm where most of the people who watch it have watched it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a show that they go back to necessarily.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Sons of Anarchy.
So good. So good.
Parks and Recreation. The Walking Dead. Name some other TV shows. Supernatural. Power.
Power's yo, there's this show that you would love right now called Billions.
Oh yeah, I do.
It's really good.
Okay.
It's really good. I'm not even gonna tell you about it because
It's Stars, right?
yes, it's
Okay.
called Billions.
I actually really like that actor because believe it or not, he was on a TV show. I forget what it was, but it was a detective show, and they only had it on for like 2 seasons. But the first season, like I fell in love with it. Anyways, there's way more out there, guys. I know I have a problem. I haven't talked to anybody about it until now.
We're here for you.
But it's so hard. There's too much TV.
There's way too much.
I can keep up with anime though. I finished a lot of anime.
You go where your passion is.
Yes.
And then you fit in everything else as you can.
Yes.
Guys, episode 6 has been so much fun, and we're going to close the show the only way we know how. That is reading 101 conversation starters for couples. What do we got today?
That was a good one.
Oh, gosh.
I forgot to tell my frog story.
Tell it.
No, because I feel like that's almost becoming like a thing at the end of every episode.
Where we just keep going with it.
Oh, I forgot to tell my frog. Okay.
All right, so next time, remember to tell your frog story.
It won't happen. I keep telling myself that. What was your most serious physical injury as a child or teen? I immediately know mine right off the bat.
What's yours?
Okay, let me tell you. There once was a young boy. His name was Zachary. He was in 7th grade, laughing so easily. Ha ha ha.
What? Yo, did you just freestyle that, by the way? That's not a song.
No.
Wow,
Okay.
You're talented.
Monkey bars.
I've heard this story, actually.
And we're out here playing. We're out here jumping around, trying to grab the side of the monkey bars, and we're like, this is cool. Well, there's a normal way to go across the monkey bars, right? But there's the side bars as well.
Sure.
I thought it would be cool to jump over an individual and grab onto the bars.
Okay.
Okay, so I did this. I was successful in grabbing the bars. However, the momentum flung my feet towards the top of the monkey bars, in which the force of my momentum, when my legs hit the top of the monkey bars, it made my balance start flipping me backwards. Thus, I put my hand down to brace for my fall.
Oh, no.
And I get up, and I look at my arm, and it's dangling. My arm snapped right here, and it just looked like somebody shifted my arm down, and it was immediately knew it was broke. If anybody saw it, like there was no hesitation, and I go, I get up and I go, I broke my wrist. Ah! Freaked out, and no one was. Everybody was like, I know I screamed loud, and I start tearing mainly because I'm freaking out more.
Yeah.
It did throb a lot, but. And then everybody was like, let me see. And they're like,
oh, they're like, yo, Zach broke his arm.
Yo, it's the people around you when you get hurt that hype the situation up that make it hurt so much more.
It was so bad. And then, like, I was really emotional because I was like, how can I play video games?
Oh, wow.
And it was my birthday, too.
If that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what it is.
Who's calling?
Bree.
Yes.
All right. Hang on. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Bree, right now you're live on the podcast. Yeah, so guys, I have a friend, Bree, and it's so funny because she was just complaining that we've never shouted her out last time I was with her. So not only do you,
How are you gonna do that to me?
not only are we giving you a shout out, but you are only the third guest ever on the Daps and Pound show. How do you feel?
I feel honored. Like, this is great.
This is great. How's your day?
You know, it went okay. I had to work. I slept a lot. I caught up on Shameless.
Shameless is another show you need to watch.
Yeah, that's like all of a sudden it blew up.
Hey, Bree, real quick, can you give us your good, bad for the week?
Oh my gosh. My good, and bad.
Or top 5 TV shows.
I don't know
Or
how to answer that.
or you can give us your top 5 favorite TV shows.
Ooh, top 5. We'll do that.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Boy Meets World.
Okay.
I would say that's. Are we good? Does it matter what order?
No. Just go.
Okay. Boy Meets World. I like Fresh Prince.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, Shameless right now, of course, because it's pretty good.
Okay.
Man, you just put me on the spot. Number 4. Let's see. Can it be like Nickelodeon too? Because I'm kind of a child still.
Anything.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like Hey Arnold used to be my thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah, that's a
nice.
good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
And let's see. I'm gonna go for like reality right now. You might not even know or heard of it, but I really like Vanderpump Rules.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. I don't know. It's a guilty pleasure.
Okay. Well,
It's a good list, Bree.
that's a good list.
Thanks, Zoe.
You're welcome.
We're almost done with the podcast. I'm gonna call you after I leave. Okay.
Hey, thanks for answering. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. I know code for what that really means.
Bye, Bree.
Bye, Bree.
Bye.
Gotta love our guests, our random guests. That was our friend Bree.
Injury.
Injury. So you broke your arm.
Yeah.
People went crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You went crazy.
They hyped it up. I was sad. I had a cast on forever.
You know, it's so interesting that you mentioned that Bree called and we're talking about injuries because what I'm going to tell you about was a painful time.
Kicked the shit.
No, that was terrible. That was really bad. But this was different than that. So I went to junior college here in the area, and we went over to a friend's house that lived on the campus.
Okay.
And you know this story. So we're there with a bunch of people. Bree's there.
Hold on, time out. You guys really need to listen right now. This is a excellent story. This is a very, very great story. Okay.
So another thing you guys should know about me, I've moved past this point in my life, but I used to fall a lot. Like a lot. So anyway, we're at my friend's house and we're about to leave. And I haven't always been this mouthy. I haven't always been this mature, suave, debonair guy. I used to just do stuff and just there was no actual reason for me doing it. I used to just jump and do stuff. So he lives in an apartment, and I think it was like the 3rd floor or the 2nd floor. And we're leaving the apartment, and there's a little balcony walkway there. And I don't know why, but I had it in my head that I could probably jump off the balcony and land upon my feet. I think that I only had to go down like another flight and a half before I was down to the ground. So this wasn't about being quick. I just kind of wanted to jump off of something high. This used to happen a lot. So I make my mind up. It was very spontaneous, and I just go for it. This was not planned. I just go for it. So here I go. I'm running towards the balcony, but I am way too close to the balcony. And I don't have a good running start. So instead of jumping over it, it's more like an advanced hop. And I'm in the air. And as I'm in the air, I look down and see just how far up I am. And I got real scared. So instead of letting go, I decide to hang on to the balcony in the air. My body starts flying. And I'm hanging on to the balcony. Momentum catches up to my body weight, and I slap against the side of the balcony, and I slide down and fall to the ground. If you watch Looney Tunes and you watch like Wile E. Coyote or Bugs Bunny hit a wall or a hard surface and then do that slide down the wall where they're just like sliding down the wall. That was my body. I jumped accidentally. Well, not accidentally. I got scared, so I hung onto the balcony, slammed my body against the balcony, and slid down. Yo, everybody raced down the stairs and came up to me. Like, Malky, are you okay? And I had to get up and like play it off. But my entire front side of my body was just throbbing in pain. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, that was a great story, Malcolm. And you know what, guys? We're going to continue to give you great stories. And we're going to continue to give you great content on the Daps and Pounds show. Malcolm, close us out.
This was episode 6 of the Daps and Pounds show. You are now rocking with the very best here live in full effect. My name is Malky. To my right, we have
Dobie.
We represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show, the Daps and Pounds show. Let's go.